Hey, good morning. Bill here. I'm going to do a song called Melva Lives, and it's a song about written back in about 2013. We used to play for a senior picnic. A good friend Gene, fiddle player, Dave, the banjo guy, and we'd play for the senior picnic every year. And to make a long story short, while we were taking a break, it was shortly afterwards, we were sitting down with some of the seniors to eat, and we sat at this table with a lovely lady, and older lady. I asked her name, and her name was Melva. And I started asking her questions like I'm prone to do. And it turned out she had lived on a farm in Arlene all her life and just loved being on that farm. And she had, these boys and girls, I think 5 boys, 2 girls, and she liked to do things around the farm. Just really, really loved living on that farm. And at the moment she was talking about it, I think she actually thought she was still on the farm, which some of the people that I'm sure that were on the bus, there are dozens of seniors out there, probably had some form of dementia. Anyway, long story short, Melva ended up getting tired after talking for about 20 minutes, and a nurse came over. She had a flowered top on, and she asked Melva if she'd like to, if she was ready to leave, and Melva said, "Yeah, I'm really tired. I would like to go for a rest." So, based on my conversations with Melva, this is where the song came about. It's called Melva Lives. She was suffering from some form of dementia, I should probably tell you, because she was convinced she still lived on that farm. Melva lives on a farm in Arlene, has 5 boys and 2 girls. I could picture the scene. She milks cows and picks berries, never driven a car, never cared much for cities. She loves life on her farm. I touch her on the shoulder and I ask, may I sit? Melva turns her head to me and she smiles prettily. Her eyes are soft brown, she's no longer youth. Melva tells me she was born in 1922. Old time isn't lost if you don't know that it's gone. If you're living in yesterday, you still must live on. Though it's hard on the people who you love the most, it must feel good to imagine you're young. Melva rises slowly because she can't stay, and a nurse in a flower blouse comes to lead her away. She'd like to go back to her room for a rest, and my heart aches for her, but she's happy, I guess. Old time can't be lost if you don't know that it's gone. If you're living in yesterday, you still must go on. Though it's hard on the people who you love the most, it must feel good to dream that you're young. And that was for Melva on my 11-string, little bit out of tune guitar. One of the strings always pops whenever I put new strings on, so it's an 11 string, and that song was for Melva. I hope you enjoyed the song.